800 core.
700 core.
Huh?
700 core.
No. I think they're 8.
I don't think there is an 8. Pretty sure it goes 7 and then 960. The 500 is the smaller 3 point something, and the 700 is the 4 point something, or whatever it is. Yeah, we got secondary pump set up in here. Aux 4. Duty cycle grade 35%. Okay.
Oh, they're 754.
754. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. 371 by 11.7.
Did it throw water on you?
Huh?
Did it throw water on you?
It did. The thing is they do list on Garrett's website, they say in application may do more.
Right. I mean, depends how cool you get the water.
Huh?
Depends how cool you can get the water.
Well, I think they're just doing cross flow.
As opposed to, too fast.
They're doing thermal efficiency. I think they're doing,
right.
What's the air volume that can pass over the core? Not necessarily can it cool that air down.
Do we have any pump gas that we can add to this since we need it?
I don't. I can acquire some.
Still cold. Low on fuel. Okay, so we're rich right now.
Yeah, stock throttle body, stock intake. Which Chris wants the new one. He wants it really bad. He was hoping that we could have one by the time we did this, but we're like, no.
Well, I mean, we didn't even finish verifying that it can do anything at higher flows.
We called him yesterday and was like, hey, man.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be at least a couple weeks.
Dude, R&D takes time to get it right. When you rush it, it's when you fuck shit up. Like my first set of EZ connecting rods. I rushed it, $1,800 down the drain. Completely fucked them up. Totally wrong.
That's awful.
It happens. Just gotta take your time, double check, triple check, do the adequate testing and all that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you spend thousands on production on a part you can't fucking run. I think I had 2 parts that I spent a bunch of money on that I fucked up. I don't know what the other one was. I don't remember right now.
Have you thought about how to get more airflow? Yeah.
For what?
The manifold for testing.
Oh, yeah.
I've thought about it a lot. I haven't come up with anything simple and good.
Well, I looked at fan motors that they use in actual flow benches and other things like that, and I found some axial fans that'll move some serious air. The issue is pressure ratio is really the issue, right? Like for a flow bench, they use these high vacuum fans, and they put a bunch in parallel to get the flow they need, right? So they use the high vacuum fans to get the difference, the pressure ratio they need, and a bunch of them in parallel to get the flow they need. And so like a centrifugal compressor works pretty good for pressure ratio, but like a turbo cylinder, 3-to-1 or whatever. So, but a regular fan isn't. It isn't made for that. So like, 2 psi, maximum pressure to be. But you can look at it. You see the blade. Like here's this blade in the airstream, and I can see both sides of it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not going to get good pressure ratio with it. So
and there's outside gaps.
Yeah. But there's got to be. For the most pressure ratio, you want a gradual inlet and then it's ramped up, accelerated, but there's got to be fin overlap, right? Because as that pressure ratio creates a difference in pressure across the blade, it's going to want to break off and go somewhere else. So you got to trap it in there essentially and then sling it as hard as you can to the outside edge. So I've been looking at a lot of that, trying to figure out how to get more pressure ratio out of it. I don't know if we can. I mean,
Bunch of Dyson vacuums.
seriously, like a bunch of vacuums in
Well, you
series.
those Dyson vacuums, you can get broken ones on eBay for like sub $20, and 9 times out of 10, the pump inside, the vacuum pump and the motor work fine.
Right. I
And you
mean,
just need some drivers.
we would need a bunch of those though, because they don't have a lot of flow in the grand scheme of things. But like even with a handful of Ryobis in series, we could make more pressure ratio and more flow out of it. You know. Um,
I mean, shit. Home Depot has returns. Got like 4 of them.
or
Hook 'em up, yeah, keep all the packaging.
Well, you guys need one here, so
We
that's
do need an electric one. The gas ones, we just can't keep it maintained. You know?
yeah. There's a little bit of a hiccup here at idle that's warming up.
All right. Well, you get at it.
Alrighty.
Do what I'm doing.
Okay. Let's turn this down. Turn that down. Turn this down a little bit. That should, honestly, what I should probably do is turn on the RPM filter. RPM filter will reduce the activity there, and it shouldn't fuck with the car too much. I think it's probably on set to 1, the minimum. So I'm gonna turn the RPM filter up 1 notch, see if that helps. Oh, it's on 2. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it on 2. Okay. Almost done already. We're just trying to get this idle to be a little more steady. That's the thing about the idle control is like you want it to be steady, and you need the derivative to help keep it from departing from target, right? Because proportional only responds when you've already departed from target. Derivative is the rate of change immediately of the crankshaft. So no matter what the rate of change, no matter where you're at, the rate of change of crankshaft speed will produce the result of the derivative. So like this is just, you can't even see what the hell that says. But these are low values right here. These are actually pretty low. Typically you have different values on that. Oh no, almost 40 degrees of timing and idle. Who would do such a thing? You guys probably don't know that joke because some fucking idiot was flaming me on the internet because I had a car that ran almost 40 degrees of timing. That my head was like sticking up. Almost 40 degrees of timing and idle. You're gonna blow the engine up. You're gonna spin all the bearings. Like, dude, you know what the fuck you're talking about. From the factory, they do that. Shut the fuck up. And this dude, you probably know who it is. The Speedy EFI guy. He's a fucking loser. All right. Let's see here. The biggest loser. Everyone knows it. He knows it. Okay, so this is a pump gas car right now. It's got flex. Gonna happen later. We're on the gas light. I didn't finish the pump gas tune on it. They thought I did, so they brought it here with no fuel. That's an issue. I have no idea how much gasoline I have in here to try and make power on the pump gas tune. So that's gonna be a problem. Um, that's gonna be an issue. So we're gonna have to work through that somehow. Um, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. We'll see. I gotta just tune it fast. That's what it boils down to, right? I gotta tune quickly. So this one's a 234. It's got a G30 on it. It's got, oh, I should have put that in the comments. It's got an air water intercooler in it. It's got the air water intercooler. That's part of this whole video is to run this air wick in it. Um, I don't know. Let's see. 68 degrees. That looks good. That's about 65 in the room right now. So I would say that we're doing pretty good already on that. Raise the rev limit already. Raise the map limit. Gotta set the tack on the dyno. Where's this thing at? Speed. Okay. This thing runs so good. It needs some tweaking, but it still runs really damn good. Okay. All right, I gotta bring the dyno up on the stream so you guys can see that. When you turn on any desk, connect to that. You can do it. All right. Do we have the airflow? Or the airflow, the fuel? Do we have the fuel available in the tank? I don't know. Let's get to the graph. This is the break-in tune. You see I only ran to like 5,500, 5,700 one time. Kept it low, made 311, etc., etc. Now we're going to see what we can do on some pump gas. I'm not going to adjust shit right now. I'm just going to go right to it. Um, and then correct it as I need to. Okay, that's too low. I got that gauge way too low. I stayed in it because the fuel was rich as shit. So that was rich as bizols. Look at that, 6.7. That maxed out the O2 sensor. So I figured with it being that rich, it was going to be safe regardless. All right, let's figure out why it's so rich. Okay, fuel pressure. Fuel pressure did follow target. That's good. So that should have been fine. Fuel's got a little hunt right there. Now that may be attached to cams or not. Let's find out. Let's go to the cams real quick and see if the cams are hunting or not. Right there. Uh, no, there's a little right here though. There's a little. So my, but that's the target. The target's got a spot I missed somewhere. Where is it? Right here. There it is. 20. There's a lone 23 there. Okay, so I goofed it up right there. Let's adjust that. That'll fix that one. All right, let's go back. I wish I had a shortcut to this. I should probably just move the order so I can have it that one closer. All right, so the fuel's rich as balls right there. That's a given. Why is this map on here? What's your in there? Go away. Okay, and my fuel correction is 6.6. That's all I'm given the authority to pull, apparently, is around that 6.6 range. Um, okay, and then that plus 15%. So we're looking at 20% too rich right here. Let's look at the fuel map and see if that makes sense or not. Does 20% right there make sense? No, 20% doesn't make sense right there. That doesn't make sense. It was really rich when I warmed it up too. Just check my values. Make sure my values are right. Oops. Okay. That's all right there. Oh, what's that? Okay, I might need to double check that one. That latency value might be a little high. I'll double check that real quick. Oh, scam likely. Scam likely. Oh my God. What do they want? They probably want my timeshare. At least I stopped getting the extended warranty calls. At least those stopped. Unless that was it. I just canceled it. All right. So I'm rich across the board right now. Rich across the board. Uh, this would I'd say idle, but that doesn't explain up here. So it ain't that one. Let's check fuel 2 real quick. Yeah, I'm not even using fuel 2 right now, unless I am. Let's see. Let's double check a few things. Let's go here and put this on here. I'm going to add, is this a fuel pressure? Because I don't like fuel. Sorry, I heard somebody. I heard something. I thought maybe it was this. I want differential pressure. I want injector pressure. I think they call it injector diff pressure on this. I forget. I don't know if they call it Link or if it's diff fuel. Injector duty cycle. Differential fuel pressure. There it is. All right, I want that one. Uh, okay, because that one should be flat all the time. 44, 44, 45. Okay, so that's good. So that's good. That means we're not adding fuel prematurely because if this number matches this number, then it won't be adding fuel as pressure falls. I'm sorry. It won't be adding fuel as long as it matches that, right? Uh, this is all good. That might be okay. That's okay. That's right, that's right. Okay, really, everything here looks good. Just a little on the rich side across the board. Oh, um, no, just rich across the board by a little bit. But really, it's like 10% across the board, right? Like, yeah, 14, 10, plus this. 10% across the board. Hmm. If that was 720, I would go, okay, maybe that's why. But it's 745, which is already kind of high for our pump gas, so I'm not going to adjust that either. So, anyways, I'm sorry if I didn't say hi, guys. Hi, guys. I see you there. Mr. Physical, and of course, Dino. I've always liked your name, by the way. OCD. That's good, but OC Dino, I like it. It's not Orange County Dino, just for those that don't know. And then I don't know. What do you got there? Mark? Mark 1 kilowatt? I don't know. What is that? You gotta help me out with that one. All right. Let's look at this power curve real quick. Now this is boost came on pretty good. And like I said, I started the pull wrong. I got to adjust the dyno for that. And the power looks pretty nice, but it's so rich that obviously there was way too much fuel in it. I'm just really trying to figure out why it's rich everywhere by so much. I don't know. Okay, so let's go to where's my integer temp? Boy, I swear to God, I have so many computers and I do so much of this with so many different computers that I need to save a I need to save a uh, profile that I can use. Oopsie, I chose voltage. That was dumb. I need to save a profile that I can use so that it and temp 2. Yeah, I realized that was voltage. So I can just share the profile between all of my computers and then have the same login set up. And I just forget to do that shit. All right. So during that poll, did we really get 108? That sucks if that's the case. Yeah, it did. 108, huh? Huh. Started at 65. That seems worse than before. I wonder if that pump's flowing. Because this thing was doing really good before, and I'm not even cranked up yet. That pump might be not flowing well, or might be. All right. Okay, well, I gotta hurry up and do this, right? I'm gonna run out of fucking gasoline. I gotta figure out why it's like this. Let me go to Injector Dynamics website really quick and make sure I got the right data. 12 is 1169, 14 is 882. All right, let's look at this. 14 is 882 and 1169, so that's right. Okay, and it says 1725. And the short pulse isn't going to make it rich everywhere else. What else is making it rich everywhere else? Too high of a VE would obviously do it, but that's not a too high of a VE. And at this low of a boost, that's not 20% too high of a VE. That'd be crazy. It's a little high, but it's not 20% high. Like even 10% that'd be a big drop in that region. And would be much lower than expected because of this boost level, this whole setup should be super efficient. And so I wouldn't anticipate the VE being a whole lot less than 100 up there. Now, when we crank the boost up, I would anticipate it being less than 100 for sure. But yeah, not that. So, hmm. I'm struggling. I wonder if my air temp calibration is wrong. What sensor's in this one? Let me double check that. Because that would make sense for the increase going up so high as well as it reading wrong. If it was, oh, that's the Bosch. Boy, that thing's cold. It's full of water. When I crack it open, I wonder if it's coming out. So I assume it's running. Oh, this is Lane's first one. That's not the one I thought it was. This is Lane's first version, the one that I anticipated wasn't going to perform super well, but we'll see. It's got too big. The diffusion area isn't good enough, and so the air carries along the front of the core more than does through the rest of the core. All right. Well, what else can I do in this tune to change my fueling by 10% other than VE? I mean, I can do the master fuel, I can do the fuel weight, and I can do a few other things, but I don't like any of those answers. So I don't like inputs and outputs. IET. Let's go IET real quick. I want to see Cal table 10. Okay. So apparently I had to put a special Cal table in it. Bosch Motorsport sensor. Yeah, okay. So we went through the whole fucking thing. And I put the Bosch Motorsports calibration in. All right. So that's it. Is there another option for? Just curious what they have. I'm gonna plug the seatbelt so you guys don't hear that beeping. Yeah, because it only has those two Bosches in there. Give me a sec. There we go. I'm gonna go with the flow. I'm gonna go 1755. That won't give me 10%, but that'll better match what's going on. And then I will check. Oh, I check my corrections. Make sure there's nothing that, like anything turned on. Oh, IET fuel correct is off. Okay. In fact, all my fuel tables, correction tables are off. Interesting. I mean, I have it calculating charge temperature. So IAT fuel correct is only if I need stuff done like at idle and stuff typically. Um, it's like a long term. Yeah, see, long term's pulling 10% everywhere. But on my screen, you guys can't see it obviously. All right, guess I'll pull another fuel map. I don't really feel like I have to, but looks like I have to. Let's pull 10% right out of this bitch. Let's go to tuning. Let's clear my long term. Shit. Let's do it differently. All right, let's do this again. I got Justin Dyno though, so it starts the poll correctly. We gotta find that. Injector duty cycle above 100. The fuck? Oh, fuel pressure. But we lost fuel pressure. But we're out of gas. Yeah, we're out of gas. Damn. Damn. Oh, I gotta get this pump tuned. 1 PSI, 0. We're out of gas, guys. Time to put some ethanol. I guess I'll do ethanol too. Just do pump later. Oh, that's funny. Um, all right, let's turn the flex boost up. Okay, so we're gonna go right to say 23 PSI. That seems pretty good. 23 pounds of boost. So it's gonna be 37. Um, and then this is basically 9 pounds of boost right here, right? So we're gonna make this linear right now, and then we'll adjust it based on how it performs um, during the tune. We'll adjust it up. Do we have fuel?
Yeah.
It's empty.
Yes.
Do we have ethanol?
Yeah.
Might as well just do that. Fuck it. Then on pump gas, I'm just gonna do I'm just gonna do 20 pounds. Yep. Oh shit, I'm about to. All right, so let's set the pump gas one to 20. And really, I should consider. I should do one right here. And then we'll do a virtual aux for the SI drive on this thing. So we can add a trim to it when he's in sport sharp. So we'll say 5 pounds. And then the wastegate trim, I shouldn't need because I'm going to do my wastegate based on target. So I shouldn't need any wastegate trim tables. So if we go to see my wastegate duty here, this right now is set for map, which that we're not going to do that. I'm going to change this. We're going to make this based on loose target because I want my wastegate based on loose target. That's what I want. Does that go high enough? Yes, that's high enough. One boost target or boost target based wastegate table to start with. And then we'll be tweaking that as we move along. Like so. I didn't hit that button. All right, that. And then we're going to check our PID. Our PID is going to be stage 1 duty is going to be 90. Yeah, I know, you're fucking retarded. Max 90, 90. That'll start okay. Probably need to mess with that quite a bit, but we'll start there. This probably needs to be like 6 or 7 here. This might need to be 0.5-ish, maybe 0.4. Typically, we'll see how this boost climbs on this thing. That's good. That might be aggressive. That's going to be fine. That's probably just fine. Um, okay. So let's save that. And now let's look at my boost page. I like it.
About 7 gallons.
All right. I got a 5 PSI boost increase in sports sharp mode. That'll work.
50 psi.
No, boost increase. It's a 50 PSI target already. I don't need to be 55.
And it works for me. Be running these things at 40, 50 pounds of boost. Low timing.
A Garrett G30 and just send fucking turbo pieces to the atmosphere. Probably not. It won't make more power.
Yeah, more boost, more power.
That's not how that works. Um, this thing, did we put turbo speed on this?
No.
Okay. Oh, ethanol's starting to hit. Hear the tone change? Look at it. Still, it's only. Wow, that's slow.
Yeah, it was 2 gallons of around 60 something percent, and then 5 gallons of full. So
Right now it says 57.
it's also winter mix, so
All right, make something happen. It is loud. Oh, 308. So break-in timing will get you right there. Ethanol went to 63. All right. Here's our hold. Our boost is 12 PSI. Oh, wow. Our wastegate was 90 the whole. So that was 90% wastegate duty cycle for the entire pull, and it gave us wastegate pressure. Does this have a solenoid in it? Put your hand on it. I'll test it. See if it's clicking. Yeah, one sec. Anything?
So things are going to make some sense there. Want to roll that down? So something clicks.
Evap solenoid?
It is a solenoid.
Evap solenoid?
It is not a boost control.
Yeah, okay. So that's on aux 5.
So you got to switch those.
So
you're just venting manifold pressure
to the
to
atmosphere,
the tank.
to the fuel tank. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, that's
Makes
good.
sense.
Yeah,
I was
but
clicking away and I
why
was
is
like,
that wrong? Oh, you did a wire harness on this, though, didn't you?
So I must have those switched.
What
I
is
was
it?
feeling the solenoid, and I'm like, man, I can hear it, but I don't feel it. So I unplugged it, and there was no change. And then I'm like, evap solenoid. I was like, oh shit.
All right. Well,
They're in the same branch, so that makes sense.
okay, but where would it be? Do we know where the fuck it would even be?
Evap solenoid would be aux in 6.
6 is fuel pump speed.
6 is fuel pump speed.
Mm-hmm. And this is WX11 USDM, right?
Yeah.
Not WX11.
Yep.
Okay, AVCS injection.
Should be like purge solenoid thing.
Yeah, I'm
It should be
looking.
up here. So on the top right.
aux 14.
14.
All right, let's go test that. I'll put on 14 and test 14. Wait, there is no aux 14. There's no aux 14. There's no aux 14.
You don't have anything listed?
Yeah, it only goes to 10.
That doesn't make sense.
Unless 14 can't be a PWM, and that's why.
We've set them up this way before, though.
Not with them switched, though. Yeah, aux 14 right here. Okay, also, this is a 12, right? So it's definitely WX11 USDM, right?
Yeah.
That's that right there. Yeah, this says aux 14, but aux 14 does not exist in the ECU. In the tune. Oh, unless it's already assigned to something. No, because it would show me if it was assigned to something.
There it is.
That's
Oh, no, it's
can.
can.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, we've installed two. We've installed a couple of these other than this one.
But not in that spot. No,
Purge solenoid. We've always had purge solenoids on them.
right? Yeah, but purge solenoids isn't a high duty cycle PWM.
We just got to find out what aux is the boost control solenoid plugged into right now.
Right. Well, you said 14. I'm gonna try it this way.
But it
See if
might
this
not be on
works.
14.
It's not giving me the option to put it on that one. That doesn't make any sense to me.
It might be on something else.
PWM output. Yeah, well, the aux 14 is not an option. It's because aux 14 isn't high enough current for it, maybe, or something. Yeah, it's not an option. So we got to move the pin.
I don't even know if that's right. I don't even know if that's on that right. What boost control is on what current one right now?
It was on 5, which is the one that you. If I go 14,
what are all the options?
Here, I'll put X14. See, X14 test is just high low. It isn't PWM.
Well, let me see if it clicks.
So maybe it's on one of these other ones?
That's what I'm saying, is I think it's on something else.
Okay, well, let's see. Let's go. Let's just try them all then. aux 3 is available. Which hand on it? I tested all of them. I tested all the ones that I can test. I tested all the ones that I can test.
Is that all the ones that are not assigned, or?
Yeah, I tested all the ones that are not assigned with the exception of 14 and 16 because they won't let me test those. I can only test it on off. Click, click, which you probably didn't even fucking feel. X16 test is on right now. And then 14 test.
I have one single ground wire in the harness. So.
And that's the boost control that's line?
Yeah.
Okay, so it should be easy to see where that one's going then, right?
Yeah. It goes into on that black plug, which we'd have to look up that diagram. Goes to
It's always something.
pin 44.
Say what?
Pin 44.
Pin 44. Okay, let's see what that is. And 40, like it's Subaru's gonna say it's 44 or it's
Should be black connector 44.
okay. Why the fuck am I? What do I do with my motherfuckers on this ECU on this computer? Documents. Interesting. It says empty. That's concerning. Service manuals. 12. I hate Edge. For looking at this stuff, it's not very good sometimes. Um, you said 44? I'll do this differently. Let's go. Is it this one? No. Is it this one? Yes. Thought it was that one.
It looks like they're both big pins, so it should be really easy to switch them once we know where it is.
Okay. What section was the troubleshooting under?
I
It
just
was
did
under
the
engine.
systems wiring. So
Emissions. Did that one. Intake, mechanical exhaust, flow, lubrication, speed control. Where is the troubleshooting section? It's gone. Diagnostics. See, this one's got the IO on it, but that's not for this STI. Right? But that doesn't tell me that anyways, because we're looking at the big plug, huh? Right. Okay, back to wiring. Yeah, there's no submenu on that. Engine electrical system, 32. And we are on 2. 31. All right. Knock, tumble, crank, secondary oil, engine coolant, manifold, throttle, accelerator, coil, diagnostics, leak test. Don't see on that page. Pressure control solenoid. Is that the purge solenoid? Or what's that one? I don't either. That's 11 and 10, so I think that one. This says engine. This doesn't say engine STI. Oh, shit balls. I hit the wrong button. Oxygen, starter, the front throttle. Wastegates. Supposed to be 50. Purge is 44.
So I have it on purge right now.
Yeah. So you got on the purge, which is 44. And it's supposed to be.
Purge still isn't working because it won't work.
What do you mean?
Or it's just on off.
Yeah, that's fine for that. It doesn't PWM it like it does this thing.
Okay, so I need to switch 50 and 44?
Yep.
Easy.
It is. Go for it. Mud Skipper. Hey, dude, long time. I got lots of personal projects going on too, but I haven't worked on them a ton. I've been doing mostly custom projects. Like I just rebuilt the shocks on our Ford Raptor. I didn't revalve them. I just rebuilt them. So all of the seals and the wear bands on the pistons and internal floating piston and so all the O-rings and seals on it. Cleaned it all up. Made sure everything was good. Put a Schrader in for the nitrogen charge, and then redid that. So I didn't get to put those on the shock dyno because of the construction of them. I don't have the things for a dyno for that. Hold on a second. Oh, I got a herniated disc L4, L5 region in my back. And I think a lot of it's from tuning because I'm like leaning over like this all the time and turning too. And so, as I sit here on the dyno, I had physical therapy yesterday on it too, and it was a rough day yesterday. Holy shit. Okay. I bought a dirt bike from a friend, and I did some stuff to that. Just, routine maintenance stuff, and then putting lights back on it and stuff because the guy that he got it from took all the lights off of it. So I put the lights back on it since I do trail riding, and then did oil filter, trans, and air filter, and all that stuff. And then worked on my wife's BMW, but as far as my own shit, I haven't worked on much of my own stuff. I need to though. I need to. I need to get the boat going. I need to get my RS going. I've been just dying a little bit inside every time I see that thing sitting there. Luckily, it's in the shop, so it's not getting hammered on by the weather any more than it was already. Uh, my vet is outside buried under a bunch of dirt because the farmers worked the fields in front of our house, and I now have a brown Corvette. So it's been good. It's been good. But
Thanks for working me in.
yeah, man, how you doing?
How are you?
Doing all right? It needed more pump gas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was out of pump gas. So I didn't get to do the full pump gas tune on it.
Okay.
Um, so but I'm gonna work backwards. I actually prefer working backwards because when I go to do like the knock control system and everything, I know that on ethanol I'm not gonna get any knock. So the noise that I hear on the knock sensor, I'm on ethanol, is gonna be the engine itself, not knock, right? So I can get a baseline engine noise better on ethanol because I'm not going, "Ooh, is that a knock event or is that the engine making noise?" Right? With ethanol, I know that I can run the timing conservative enough and everything that it will not knock no matter what. And so with that, I can get a good baseline engine background noise, and then, yeah. Yup. Is there a wire that wasn't seated all the way? Oh. All right, let's test this. Oopsie, that's the wrong fucking button. Okay, so purge is 14. Boost is 5. How about now? Oh, I'm not connected. Is that Buzz the relay? Was that Buzz the solenoid?
Oh, yeah.
That Buzz? That was loud.
Yeah.
63 at idle, 70 at the beginning of the pole, and 100 at the end of the pole.
Exactly reverse. Is the last one hurt was 106 tapering to like 116. Ramping up.
Hmm.
But should we get there? You want to
I can't. Remember, it doesn't do the same type. It's just on off. All right, let's do it. All right, let's put some boost on this bitch. We're going right to 25 psi.
Huh?
Right to 25 psi.
Easy.
We're doing it. Guess I'm a little hunty right there. It ain't that fuel table. Let's go to this one. That's not that big of a deal either, honestly. That one right there might be the reason why it's a little high right there, but can't see it causing it to be that hunty. All right, let's find out. This boost should be way better. Way better. Let's do it. Why's my login not working? The fuck? Okay, that hit 15 psi. and I had a boost cut. I could have swore I turned it all up. So let's go double check. Let's go to closed loop boost control. See where, obviously this is not the log because the log didn't take. But when I give it throttle, oh my lord. I want to live you. What, not everything else. Okay. Let's try it again. I don't know why you're on the screen. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to boost control. This time block is in the fucking way. Like that. Okay. So here's our throttle. Our target right here, that's 20 pounds. And we were at 15 and it cut on us. Okay, let's double check our map limit. I just swore I turned it up. Maybe I didn't. Map limit. Oh, I didn't. Well, that'll do it. That's 19. I mean, that's 19, so it's gonna be 15. Well, the dyno says 15. That dyno's a little behind reality, probably, so. All right. Well, let's change this. Let's take this guy. We'll add target, initialize, okay. So we're gonna go 30, 40. We'll do 40. Do 34. 28. Do that. This way for now. I'll go to for now. I'll adjust it so when it's colder, it'll be less. Found another hunting spot. Inadvertently. Look at that. Look how steady that is. So I think I got my closed loop too aggressive. Well, I didn't look that aggressive. That's my update rate. It's only 6. That's like 6. Let's go 4. Still hunty though. Not as bad. Better? No more hunting? Okay. Got that part. All right. Now ready to boost, I think. I got the boost limit figured out.
Very loud 350 wheel.
Well, it's also only 350 wheel and it's all the fuel. It's rich as balls.
Okay. Well, good.
It's like
7-1 the whole time.
10-2 to 10-2 to 11.
Okay. I'd rather have it rich than fucking not.
And the boost is 19 pounds down to 14 by redline.
We have back pressure on here too.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. It's not referenced, but it is back pressure.
Okay, let me add it. I might add to the boost one. To the boost table. Closed loop boost control. Right there. PSI. Oh, wait, you have coolant pressure too, right?
Um, have you messed with ABCS to get the boost in?
Does this have, yeah, does this have coolant pressure?
Coolant pressure?
Yeah, this one you did that on too?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it does.
I mean, that's a peak boost at 4,500 right now for a 2.3 on an 825. That's pretty damn good. That's 30 degrees advance on the cam. What's that?
Look at that. You set a duty cycle target or a boost target
For what?
throughout the run.
Boost?
Boost target.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be targeting 19 up top.
Yep. I should be targeting
It
20.
goes down to 14.
Well, that's because I only gave it so much authority on the solenoid.
Oh,
You don't give the solenoid infinite authority or you can run into problems. So you see right now the wastegate duty cycle is pretty much 30 the whole time. I didn't give it any authority over 30. So that's what 30 gives us, is that curve. Which is still kind of weird. I figured it would make more the whole time. Honestly. There's no chance there being a boost leak or anything?
there's literally two. There's 3 hosts or 4 hosts.
Yeah, but on the manifold too, right? Because we got fuel pressure or uh, the dampers and that stuff. I was
I
wondering.
mean,
Okay, so boost target of 25, or boost target of the wastegate duty cycle of 25 is base. That's here. And then my derivative is adding 0. Forcial's adding 5.
pretty much straight to whatever it's going to.
Okay.
Both pulse dampeners go off of each manifold runner, so they only have like a 2-inch line. Bypass valve is off of 1. Boost controller goes off the turbo. Fuel pressure comes off the factory nipple, goes right to it. Minus this gauge. It tees off into that gauge. Yeah. It's pretty simple. I mean, this car is not all.
Right.
PCV valve.
What about it?
It's a stock one.
Okay.
Like the green, like one from like a plastic manifold WX, the green one.
Sure.
Maybe it's pushing through that.
Uh, I'm surprised that much it drops on the top end. I mean, I revved it to 8 almost, but I'm still surprised it dropped that far.
If it's tapering down from 19 to 14, that makes sense. That's a lot of boost down.
Yeah, I saw some cams in there too. Does this have exhaust deleted?
Yes.
Okay. So I could.
That's IEG fixed gears.
Okay, so I should just zero it out at 7 and see what it does. So I'm still holding some overlap in. I'll zero it right here. See if that helps it hold boost. Let's scale that thing some more. Why does wastegate need 0% or 0 RPM? That doesn't make any sense. Okay, let's start here with some more duty. That still isn't enough though. It needs to go higher. Wait, why did that go to 6,000? That's not that much? Oh, I did. Okay. So that's gonna be a little spicier. All right. That should be better. Hit 20 pounds now. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, fuel. I gotta kill this fuel out of it. That's right. 'Cause it was still rich. I don't understand why it's so rich. Something's weird. I don't know what it is yet. I gotta figure it out. It's like right here, 670 AFR at this. Where'd my differential pressure go? Oh, because I reloaded, I didn't save it. All right, so let's close this, get rid of that. And then we're gonna go here, properties. I'm gonna go here, add parameter, if that, get rid of that, remove that guy. These don't make sense being the same color. Like that. Then I'm going to save this. That one. And then as I add stuff, I'll replace it. Okay. I'm going to go back. Fuel map 2. I mean, I can see that one being a little high, but not that fucking high. Still seems pretty high. That's definitely not going to be 105. That's going to be closer to this. Anyways. How far did this have to drop? So this was 6%, almost on target at that point. So that's right there. 6% off of that. Like this. Well, that VE's climbing pretty good actually up there. That's surprising. It's not too surprising, but it's a little surprising. Okay. Addressed fuel. Addressed boost. Timing still conservative as shit. Well, timing after we get all that stuff squared away. That Something's going on with the boost control. Something's not right. Something is not right with the boost control. For one, it's wavy, but look at this. The integral tried to fix it, and then it fell. As integral went up, boost fell on its own. It's almost like the blow-off valve's lifting open or something. It came out of mode 3. So it was in 2. Then it went to 3 for a split second, and then it added boost or added duty on the integral only a little bit. Then boost dove, and then it lost control again and started going down. It fell into a different mode. Huh. That is less than ideal. But something else is going on. If you guys look at the dyno graph, that upper blue curve is the boost. It went up and then tanked. And there's nothing in here that should have it tanking like that. That's gotta be mechanical, right? Look at our gears. What are our gears doing? That's annoying. Yeah, look at that. They're on target, no problem. So it's 0 by 65. Right there. And then we lost boost after that. We shouldn't lose boost with less of that. That doesn't make sense. Maybe my timing dropped. Let's look at my timing. No, I mean, it's conservative, but it's not so conservative it shouldn't run. I mean, 16 is not a lot for 20 pounds of boost at 7,500. That's not a lot, or 7,000, but that ain't enough to make the boost die. And you look here, the fuel also waves around a lot. I mean, fuel responds to boost, so I would expect that because the pressures are going to change with that, and the load determination is going to change with that. So I'd expect some of that, but difference pressure is really good. Look at that. Boop. So fuel pressure is like on point. That's probably one of the best fuel pressure traces I've seen in a long time. That's really good. Fuel itself is within 5%, and you know I always let my 5% hold, and we're pretty much there the whole time there. So I'm going to leave that PE map alone right now. Timing is pretty damn conservative. 12 there with only 20 pounds of boost, and 17 there, but I don't think that's enough to kill the spool on the turbo. I feel like there's something mechanical going on. Unless this is a Turbo Smart wastegate. No, they didn't do that. They wouldn't have done that. They wouldn't put a fucking Turbo Smart on this car. That'd be stupid. They wouldn't have done that. There's got to be something going on. Let's look at the knock system, see what it says. If it's even turned on. It is. Okay, and it's way below the threshold, so I can tighten that threshold up. This is cool because look, all four of these cylinders just lay on top of each other. So we know what this engine's quiet. I mean, that is fucking quiet. Look at that. There's no spikes or nothing. So this engine's super quiet. We can definitely bring the threshold down some on there. But we do see this, we're jumping to 3, which means we're getting spikes in this due to changes in our map. And that means that our map threshold is too low. Our map threshold is too low, and that's causing it to prematurely raise the knock threshold. So we're going to normalize map delta level. Oh yeah, that's really low. See how low that is? So that's why. That's really low. So that's artificially jumping that up. So that'll help smoothen that out. So that should stay down more. And let's check our delta DPS. That's 30, but that should be flat and steady because our foot is flat and steady. So that's not going to trigger there. And then our threshold gain based on that map delta was 1.5. That's 50%. And so from 2 to 3, that makes sense because 50% of 2 is 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that's good there. And honestly, that's probably too much of a gain. We probably don't need it to be 1.5 times. So let's go down to like 1. Let's go 1.2 to begin with and see how that turns out. So basically what happens is this knock threshold will go less pops up and those pops will be smaller when they do happen. Yeah, I think that's where we'll start. Actually, no, let me lower this down a smidge too. Let's bring this down. We can see that the most engine noise was really at 53, and then it kind of tapered down. So I'm not gonna go crazy at 53. I'm gonna make that 1.9, and then I'm gonna make this one 1.85. And that's actually surprising me because usually notices that engines are louder as they get higher in RPM. This one went a little quieter. So maybe we're picking up some solenoid noise or something. We'll see what the next poll brings us in the knock control category there. And then I am going to add some timing though. I only have one table up. Let's get the second table going. We're going to add. So what I'm doing there is I'm just getting this timing table set up for ethanol. And you can see that's the end of the table here. It doesn't go any bigger than that. So I don't care for that. We're going to increase that for sure. Because that's only 20 something pounds. Yeah, look at that. I hate when Link does this. I don't understand this. What's with this point 0.2, point 0.3, point 0.1 bullshit? It drives me nuts. Drives me crazy. So we're going to change it. We're going to go 3, and then we're going to go 6, 9, 11. I'm going to do a 13, and then we're going to do, I want a little bit of resolution up here, so we'll go 15, and then I'll go 17.5. I'm going to lower the resolution a bit now. So from 2 to 2.5, so now 20. And then now we're at 22.5, 25, 27.5, 30. 32.5, 35, 37.5, 40, 42.5, 45. I'll try that. Get a little more resolution on that table there in the cruising area and light loads, and then a little less at the high load because you just don't use it. You don't need that resolution up there. Everything's getting really flat up there, right? Whereas in the NA range, we're like very dynamic in the values, and then when it gets to loose, it gets really flat. So we don't need as much resolution there. All right, now that I did that, I'm going to take that one and put that in for table one, like so. Go back to number two. Now we're going to add some timing because this is ethanol. I don't need that much being pulled ever. Set it like that. We won't ever run that much. I'm going to do this. That adds almost nothing to it. And then my RPM ain't high enough. I didn't even see that either. Okay, next setup. Let's add some RPM to this thing. 7,500, 8,000, 8,500, and 9,000. I thought this thing will go there. I don't think there's a valve spring for that, but we'll see. 1250, 15. We might add a 1750 too, actually. 1750. Okay, okay. Like that. All right, I like that too. Let's go to ignition table. Let's go to table two. And we're going to do the same thing again. Okay. All right, so that's good for that one. Next menu. Well, why is it not working? I don't want you. I want you up here. Okay. Watch me fumble with that. It's probably pretty comical. All right, so at 15, I don't need 30 degrees of timing. That's too much. This spot here, oh shit, that was on button. Oop, let's go back. Boom. So this row, timing here should be, yeah, that one. Then here, hit that guy. Then we're gonna go this. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go like this. Just do some big chunk changes really quick to get the shape a little better. Take a look at my graph. How's it look? Okay, a little more gradual. A little more time with this mid-range. It's gonna like that. This is 1, 2. That's too much. What is going on there? Just reduce that, I thought. 31 at 45. I mean, I can do that with ethanol, but that's not necessarily gonna do me any good. To have that much time with ethanol. Just doesn't usually perform. So we got a little more curve to it. That. A little more curviness there. And then a little more flat up here. Okay. It's got a lot of ramp to it. We can get away with that. Definitely want a little bit of safety up here in this lower PM peak boost area where things can go bad and we don't want to separate engine and heads. I mean, that is the turbocharger's job, but we don't want to do that. And then there's a little bit of a spike right there. I'm going to down some. Like that. Okay. I might need to bring this area up a smidge to get the torque up right here, but that's better than it was. Okay. This is still weird to me. I understand why it's doing that. Okay, let's try again. Oh, I want to change boost control. I want to change this. There's questions in chat. Let me get to those real quick. My new internet fame. Yeah, right. I wish there was fame from that. I wasn't tagged in it, so nobody knows who the fuck I am. Okay. A little better. Rich though. Rich. My proportional boost might be too high. Yeah, so my proportional is a little high, like I said there. It's creating a little bit of wiggle. Derivative is occurring as it's departing from the target. It's weird that it's still active. That's because we're so far from the target boost. Yeah, this is really far. So then it finally hit stage 3 and it's able to stay in stage 3. So I got to add more. I mean, that's fine. I mean, I'm asking for 20 something pounds of boost here, but that looks way better. That curve looks way freaking better, doesn't it? A little lag at the beginning. Just love that again. Yeah, a little lag at the beginning. Actually, a lot lag at the beginning. Like just a couple pulls ago, this was up here. Huh. Let's throttle. Throttle all the way open. Throttle's all the way open. It's only 15% and it's wiggling. Look at that. I might need to recalibrate this throttle for it to wiggle like that. That's bizarre. Huh. The fact that the target is like 90 some percent and it's only in 12 to stay open, or what it's saying is full open. And that wiggle has happening where that previous boost fell before. So let's do something with that. That might be a problem with the throttle body or the throttle body programming. Let's take a look at that. That might be our source there. Let's see what we got. We got 100, but 90 is also 90. And I don't like doing that because uh, it doesn't always track very well. So we're going to go 95. I like doing 95 to 50 there. I keep this less than the target, which you see there, by a couple percent. That just keeps you from driving yourself off when you're doing little things. Um, okay, let's go to setup mode. Yeah. Frequency 750. They give us a lot of torque, and maybe that's too much torque right now. That's why they do cycle solo. So I'm gonna bring it to 1,000 to see what's going on there. Um, the feed forward table, yeah, right. See, that's like 65% of there. And you would anticipate there to be at least 30. But the fact that it's only 17, that's pretty trippy to me. All right, so let's calibrate this thing. I anticipate these guys here to change a little bit because I change them usually from the main calibration on purpose. I'm going to explain to you in a second. Okay, so I did change a little bit. Like I said, I would expect that. So close and open, close and open. Sometimes I'll move those a smidge um, so that it doesn't, so that voltage changes in the system will be compensated for naturally. You do that more on this one than the other one. So I press it down, I hit down, and then I release, up, like that, complete. And then this one I definitely do. I do this one too. 0.02 volts up. This 2.2 down. This one 0.2 up. This one 0.2 down. Okay, so it was a small difference than what it was before. Um, that helps make up for voltage differences. So, and your foot's not going to see that. Like you're not going to see that difference at all. But that lets voltage errors keep the pedal 0 is 0 and 100 is 100. So that helps out a lot. Okay, so that's fine. So I changed the frequency is the biggest thing that I did there. And uh, okay. So the biggest thing I did there was just the frequency. We'll see what that does to the duty cycle on the motor. See if that helps any. That might be the problem right there. All right, let's look at this. A little jittery, but they're still following fine. I don't like how much jitter there is there.
Don't mind me, I'm just watching.
Oh, you cannot be in here.
No?
No. You can be out there, but not in here.
Got it.
Yeah. That is way too much of a liability to have somebody in the room with you. I do not play that game because it's a good way to have something fucking bad happen. Squish somebody, you throw something, get a rock bounce off of somebody in the face. There's all sorts of things, and I do not want that action. So, what is this one? What's this target 2 about? I don't know why there's 2 AVCS matches on that one. Go back to 1. Oh, I think I did one for cold start. What was the table? What was my... I did, yeah, so I had an activation on here. And that was one of my aux ones. This one here. Okay, so that's fine. That's 0 throttle. Tooth offsets, bank 1. Let's do another cal on the cam real quick. Let's do a cam on that just to make sure that through engine wear and belt stretch and all that. Okay. All right. My filter's a 5 too. Wow, filter's a 5 and it's still bouncing around. They're both 5. Okay. Can I have the RPM filter cranked up too? This is just a noisy one. Why is that one so rich? Look at that. Look how rich that one was. I mean, it's more boost probably, but it's way rich. Let's see. That was the boost control. We almost hit our target that time. We hit it there, so we're getting closer to our target. Okay. And we're rich as balls. I don't really know what balls are rich like, but it's what it is. $62. Okay. That's closer. All right, I like that. Nope, that did not work out. I hit the wrong button. Try it again. There it goes. Okay. All right, so that'll hit the boost earlier, maybe the whole time. Now let's look at that fuel. 10%? What the fuck is going on? The official fuel pressure is the same. Ethanol concentration is the same, 70%. But now I'm 10% rich with only 2 pounds of boost? Boy, that doesn't track. Yeah, that doesn't track. Oh, I hate you so much. Still hate you. So from one pull to the next, I went from 2% to 10% and then didn't change this at all. Cam timing changed. Maybe it changed because I did the calibration. Right now, 0. Air cooler is not doing good. That is not keeping up. This is the small one. This isn't the big one. And this is the one that was made by somebody else. This is not the one that I designed. So just so you guys know that this air water though is not keeping up at all. It's not doing enough. Heat that table. Why is it on TPS? Should horn that on pump probably too. It's always something. It's always an issue or something going on. This is way better. Look how much it's got to add to keep boost up there. I went over. Yep. Well, it seems like a lot of boost for no power. This exact setup was basically done way more than this. With the exception of the intercooler. But it's done way more power than this. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I ain't got time for this shit. Extra intensity, yeah, right. Just barely in there. Because, like, normally I don't look like Epstein. My hair was long, and I had my head turned like this. And so pushed my chin back, made my chin look all big like his, you know? Instead of him like this. Still have a decent sized chin, but I was like this. It was like, big old chin look from the side. So, yeah. But now my hair's short. I had a haircut yesterday. Not all stupid long. Now I have a regular round head and not that weird fucking shaped head that dude's got. I like my girls that have hair on their vagina too, so we got not much in common. All right, now if we look at the integral, it only went down 2%, and that obviously ain't enough to control the boost if it's going over. So the integral's not active enough. So we got to raise the integral up. Now I just doubled it. You don't realize that. I went from 0.02 to 0.04. That's actually doubling the integral, right? It doesn't seem like it's twice as much action, but it is because it's 2 to 4. So you gotta keep that in mind when you're doing changes. I'm making it twice as effective, twice as powerful as it was in the last pull. So where it's pulling 2 here, it's going to pull 5 next time. So keep in mind. Something right. Something right. I bet it's the PCB system. I bet Lane did something fucking stupid with it like he likes to do. And I got to go make him fix it all the time. So look here, it went down -5 and then started adding again. So right here in this 65 zone, it's like more potent than over here and over here. But it, yeah, something's not right. I gotta look at the engine, see if they did some weird configuration thing on it. But there's pressure going somewhere that it shouldn't be going. Um, I mean, it runs quietly. Look how quiet that is. Oh, and also like less spikes. And that one spiked up, but less spikes overall. Threshold's lower as you see, and that didn't spike up as frequently or as high. So that worked. Uh, drive-by-wire. Let's go to that. Okay, wrong one. There's E-throttle. Let's check that out real quick. That is less wavy. Look at that. It's less wavy. Um, Still low duty though. So still surprised how low the duty is on that. That's confusing to me. They're usually a lot higher than that, but it's low and it's holding it open. So that's better, right? Changing those settings I did helped to keep that from getting wavy. So that's good. That was improved. Let's look at the cam timing. Cam timing is still good. We're within a few degrees of our target at all times. Um, I hate when it does that. I don't want it to do that. Take this guy. Take this guy. Okay. And then I let off and it comes back up like it's supposed to. Yeah, everything looks good. Oh, fuck me. Stop, stop, stop. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so that's all good. Let's go to our timing. Let's look at our timing and our fuel. Fuel's still rich. I don't understand why it's still so rich. Something's going on. Don't know what it is. Fuck this computer. Damn it. Yeah, so I got to figure something out. Something ain't right. Uh, it's making less power than it should. I mean, this much power on this much boost on this turbo. I mean, this is 24 pounds of boost on this turbo. This thing should be doing 500 wheel right here, and we're way low on that. So I got to figure that out. So unfortunately, that's all that's going to happen here. And then the IET is too high as well. 160 by the end of that pull, that ain't right. So there's just fucking something wrong with this car. I gotta figure out what it is. I know I've said it like 100 times now. I just gotta like convince myself that that's what I have to do instead of stop tuning. I mean, and stop tuning because that's really I'm not gonna fix it with a tune. It's not gonna get fixed with tuning. I have to dig out and get the guys to work on it. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. They gotta fix this shit. So it's always the same thing though, right? It's always me telling them they gotta fix something. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna stop tuning. Let me save this map, store that, save that, turn this off. I bet money that he's got the PCV system all fucked up. I bet that's what it is. So, if we look at that last poll, only made 424, and the boost is all fucky again. So, yeah. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry I didn't show you more cool stuff. This just wasn't a performer. I'd hoped it would be, but there's an issue. Um, the other one though, the big one that we did for a guy in Montana, I'm in the break-in process on that now. That one is my air water intercooler, my design. I hope we didn't fuck with the PCV system. I'll have to see. I'll look at that. That's my cams. I think this has my cams too, this one here. But the other one's got my cams as well. And it's got a 2.3, the big air water with the correct shaped diffuser region and all that stuff. So it should be pretty sweet. So that one will be a lot better than this one. I'm disappointed in this one right now, but like I said, there's something going on. The boost is being weird. It's almost like the rings are fluttering on the engine. Honestly, it's how it seems. It seems like the rings are fluttering. Um, I think it's got high crankcase pressure. So, oh, I should just fucking pop the oil cap off into a bowl. Bet it creates a fountain. Okay, I'm gonna do that. That's what we're gonna do. Pull the oil cap off and see what happens. I think it's got high crankcase pressure. I'll open up any desk again. This is my guess. That's my bet. That's the problem. We will see. I'm gonna video the fucking under the hood too, so I can show them because I think that's what's going on. Let's see if I can see here. Wrong one. Wrong Peter. Go away. There you go. Well, the boost came in harder. Well, it didn't come in harder. The boost hit harder. It came in later, but everything was cold. I'm sure you heard the boost cut kick in. I'm gonna bump the map limit up. And let off. There was a fucking cloud under the hood. So yeah, something's going on with this. I think, with crankcase pressure. It stopped accelerating. I know you guys obviously couldn't tell that by the video, I don't think, but it was going and then it just stopped. It went, "Urgh," and died.
Your weather station died.
Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
What'd you do with thumbs down about?
This?
Is it having issues?
Oh yeah, lots.
Uh-oh. What's it got going on? I was gonna get a video.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a second.
The what?
I'll talk to you in a second.
Okay.
I wonder if the dyno was losing control that time.
You don't want weather station on?
No.
Get that on for you.
It's a turbo car. You don't use weather station, they don't work right. Dyno speed is the same. That's one to check between the two front tires, or the front and rear tires. Oh, they're both rear. Oh, it's gonna be the exact same. Try it again. Okay, front and rear. Yeah, that lays on each other just fine. Power. Yeah, there's something wrong. Something is fucking wrong. Okay, there was a huge mist of oil or something on the front. And it seems to be getting worse every pull, so I think that there's something we got to look at. It doesn't make any noises though. It sounds good. Sounds good. I just think that there's some crankcase pressure issues. I was hoping that the removal of the oil cap would help. Helped a little bit, but there was a lot more clouds when I did it, so it tells me that I think pressure's going where it shouldn't be going. All right, that's it. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna work on this. Then I have to work on some turbo kit stuff. Volt 5 is, I think, my other. I think Volt 5 is the Volt 5 is back pressure. Should check that out. Let's see. Do I have that option? I don't think I do. Analog input, exhaust pressure, Volt 7. Okay, there it is. So let's change that. Let's bring that in here. Let's look at that exhaust pressure. That'd probably tell us some good information, right? Let's do that really quick. Oh, that's weird. So we've got issues with the exhaust pressure bouncing. Wait, what is this? Well, that ain't fucking right. Look at this. Where is that sensor located? Because it is mad. Yeah, that's not working at all, is it? That's full on shorted. And then here we got some reading, and that looks like it might be indicating correctly-ish in that region there. That is not going to work. And then even this, it says the exhaust pressure never gets higher than boost pressure. That just doesn't seem right. And here, exhaust pressure. Oh, this is gauge. That's right. Okay. Because he screwed up, used the wrong sensor. So this is gauge. So it's 14 higher than that. So yeah, it crosses up over here somewhere. So here it's 50 when boost is 37. Okay, so it's up here. It's at the top here. So it's crossing here-ish, which is where you'd expect it to cross. Yeah, 58, 55, somewhere in that range. That makes sense. But this is garbage. That sensor's full of water, or it's in the wrong place, or there's a wire issue or something that's not working. Okay. So it might not be exhaust pressure. So it looks like it's some sort of PCB problem. No, I never said fucking click an update on you. Fuck you. Sorry, I hate Windows. PC retention, guys. Low, but yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry I don't have more answers for you guys today. I got a lot of stuff to do still before the day is over, so I have to go. I got to give them this. I got to do. I make a stop at the power sports place, drop off a bike. I got to pick up another bike. I got to do the suspension on that bike. I got to do just a bunch of shit. So I got to do a bill of materials for the turbo kits. I got to do bill of materials for the air water intercooler, so I can get all the quotes correctly and do all that shit by the end of the day. So I have a full plate. Yeah, overall, this is a total bummer. This is an absolute bummer. This one has something wrong. So I got to figure it out. I'm sorry. Anyways, you guys, thanks for stopping by. I wish I had some better results to show you, but this thing just ain't doing it. And I don't know, it's probably better that way. I've been telling somebody to not do some things a certain way, and they keep arguing and saying it's me better, and then it ain't. So have a good day. Peace.